Halito, and welcome to Native Chalk Talk, a podcast by natives for all. Here we're keeping our native ancestors' stories and history alive, while also sharing with you our native culture, traditions, and more. I'm Rachel Youngman, a Choctaw originally from Anadarko, Oklahoma. I hope you'll enjoy this journey with me as we learn from our Native American guests. And I hope you'll do me a favor. Feel free to like and share these episodes. I so appreciate it. Yakoki.
We keep our shirts this year because this is where our community is, but we are doing our part to help revitalize the neighborhood with our development projects, with housing, even with the campus that we've built here, bringing employment. They're part of our community. They have jobs, they have healthcare insurance, they have a 401k that we contribute to. They have all these opportunities that we provide to them and that help make their family healthier.
See and share our stories at togetherwe'remore.com.
You're listening to part 5 of this series.
Welcome back to Native Chalk Talk. As part of this special series, I've been taking you along with me to the 2025 Choctaw Nation Labor Day Festival, sharing the people, places, history, and traditions that make this one of my favorite weekends of the year. Before we jump in, quick note for our listeners. This is one of those episodes that's even better to watch than just listen. So if you'd like, head on over to YouTube, search for Native Choctaw and Choctaw Labor Day Festival, and watch along with us. Now, here's something you may not know. Did you know you can actually camp at the Labor Day Festival? As the sun began to set after a full day of festivities, I made my way over to the campground, where another side of the festival comes to life. Families gather around campfires, meals are shared, stories are told, and lifelong memories are made. That's where I met up with my friends, the Tonihka family. As they usually do, they welcomed me like one of their own, inviting me to pull up a chair around their camp as we visited about Labor Day festivals, past and present. Solomon Tonihka, a previous guest here on Native Chalk Talk and one of my favorite storytellers, shared what camping at the festival was like years ago. So grab a seat by the campfire and let's listen in. I had a chance to visit with Solomon Tonihka and his lovely family out here at the Labor Day Festival in Tvshkahomma 2025. And they were kind enough to let me swing by their tent and say hello, Alito. So Solomon, you told me that, you've been camping here for years. How many years have you been coming out here to the Labor Day Festival?
About 38 years.
38 years.
Yes.
It sounds like it's changed a lot too,
It
right?
has changed a lot.
How has it changed out here with the camping?
Well, like the amphitheater was smaller, and all the tent people camped in tents on the side of the hill right by the amphitheater.
Yeah.
And these RVs, just the top of the hill is all they had.
Really?
And then the woods and everything was, it was still bushes over there on where everybody, the tent camping area was. We used to drive around the ballpark, and mud would be almost knee deep.
Oh my goodness.
And we'd go through there just making rooster tails, with the mud. But it's real nice now compared to what. And here, this area that we're camping here was just bushes.
Just bushes.
Yeah, just bushes, and you see all the tents around here that is in the trees. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
It was all wooded area, bushes, and
amazing.
so the tent camping was over there.
Yeah.
And we just all packed in there like sardines.
Was it as hot 38 years ago as it
Well,
is
I
today?
don't remember it being this hot, but of course I was younger and it didn't really bother us.
I know, right? Why did it not bother us when we were little?
All of us got soft.
Yeah, we
used
did.
to air condition. We used to just come out here and have a good time. And
Yeah.
we're still cooking.
Yeah,
Like
still cooking.
we like it like this, cooking. A lot of them go up there and eat, and we come together as family, and we have other kinfolk here, but certain families camp together. We look forward to it every year.
So you've got this camper here, and then you've got tents around you. So who's the lucky one that sleeps in the camper?
Me and my wife. Huh? I don't remember that.
She says she's
I remember
she's saying over there that he was against the camper at one point.
I was against the camper,
And now you can't sleep without it, right?
And see, I used to be against propane cooking, grilling, but now we can't have open flames, so we use propane grills. They have a land run the week before, So everybody comes ropes off their spot. And it's
Oh,
gotten to the point where they hold them up till about 10 a.m. that morning
yeah,
and open the gate. And then they drive in like the Dickens. And they said people were just running. 2000, I don't know, 7 or 8, somewhere along in there. We bought a camper
yeah,
and we camped on the other side of the road over here. And we was the first camper here in self-contained. There was no other campers.
love it.
And that weekend we camped over there. Two people came and camped right there. And whenever the concert was over, they left. And it was just us over there. The next year we came, this side of the this side of this road wasn't
Uh-huh.
blacktop. It was dirt.
Yeah.
They bush hogged a little bit over here, so I moved over here.
Mhm.
And we was here 3 years. They let the big old note on my camper and said, "Park your campers east and west."
Okay.
And so that's what it is now, east and west. The next year just kept getting bigger. They kept clearing more spots, and it just got bigger and bigger. And we had around 30 at one time, but they kept cleaning more out, clearing under the trees, and so it just got bigger, and we weren't so crammed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gotten big.
It
It's
has.
really had gotten
Big
big.
and organized and no fires, no fighting.
Yes.
So I have a question for you about stickball. Obviously the tournaments are going on here,
Mm-hmm.
and when you and I had our last conversation, you mentioned that there's a stickball field, an ancient stickball field
Mm-hmm.
out on your property, right? Your land allotment property?
It's south of my property.
South of it.
It's
Okay.
probably it's probably about 200 yards to 250,
Okay.
250 yards south of our property.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, but Warehouser,
Mm-hmm.
the timber company, owns that now, where the old
Okay.
stickball field is. Yeah.
Didn't someone come out to look at it with you one day? Choctaw
Well,
Nation,
yeah,
maybe?
the chief did. I took him and tribal councilman Joey Tom, and we
Okay.
rode over there. And in that area there, uh, as 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 long as I remember as a kid, nothing would grow on that spot. And Weyerhaeuser have
Wow.
came in. This is the third time they've come in, planted trees, and when they harvested the area where they planted, it always dies where the
Yeah.
stickball field is. And
Wow.
my dad always said that's open field because so much bad blood was spilt there, and a lot of the tribal members of Choctaws, some of them died on that property. So nothing's going to grow on that. And so the last round, well, the second round they came cut it. They put all the bark on that field, and it's probably about a foot. I mean, a foot to 2 foot deep
Mm-hmm.
of the pine bark and the limbs, and they smoothed it all out on top of the old stickball field, and then they planted the pine, and that's what grew this last time. And right before they came in and thinned it out, about a year before they thinned it out, a lot of that still wasn't growing; it died. But right before, about a year before they harvested, the trees just in a line died. And me and my grandson was riding around over there because they came in and thinned the pine out, and they had the log trucks in there. I mean, loaders, and they had the pine logs all piled up because they were fixing to haul them out with the log trucks. And we went down there on the Ranger and on the 4-wheeler and riding around. And I said, "Would you look at these trees on this old stickball field?" And the whole row they planted, they were just all dead.
Your dad was right.
They died right before they harvested, so they didn't benefit from that what was planted on the stickball field. Yeah, and
Huh.
that area there, that whole area right there, south of our place, the dirt is white. It's just white dirt. Yeah, it's not. You can dig down. It's not rocks. It's just dirt.
Just dirt.
It's not really sand. It's just white dirt.
Wow.
And so that's why they played stickball there. The ground was a lot better place to play. Now, north of Wright City, probably 15 miles north of us, there's a place called a Crow's Foot. And you go past Crow's Foot just a little ways and turn right, like coming up the old way towards Baptiste, is another stickball field on top of that ridge. And my dad used to say, the old people call that Nagni Ayanthi Awashuha. This is where the real men played. And it's just shale, shale rock. And so you had to be tough to play up there. And that was a central area where a lot of stickball games was played, but not many people talk about it anymore. And all the older ones that knew about it probably are gone.
Well,
So
you're
I took the
carrying it on.
chief. Yeah, I took the chief up there one time. Well, we didn't go up in there because it's got a gate now.
Okay.
Because it's a landing zone where the airplanes land, the little bitty airplanes that fight the forest fires. So the forestry um, gated it off so the little airplanes can land, and they come in and get the flame retardant stuff and fight the forest fires. But that's the old stickball field up there, north of Rat City.
Amazing. I'm so glad you've shared that story so it can be preserved. You also had told me a while back a story about the witch doctors. You want to share that again?
Okay, they call Choctaw alikchi, which was the Indian doctors the Choctaws had, and some of them were witch doctors. And what was told in our family was the coaches was the witch doctors, and so they would show up like whatever day they was going to play. The witch doctors, they came around daybreak before the teams showed up, before the families showed up, because when it's a stickball game, it was a fight to settle something, a disagreement, and so the families would come, but the coaches would come early and try to work their medicine on the field. They run and jump, roll, run fast, and try to work their medicine on the fields. And then when the people came, the team came, and whichever one they thought that their medicine worked the best usually would win. And I remember a story my granny told. She was always telling stories, and she said one time when she was little, she heard a story about the doctors came first, or the coaches, and they ran, they played, they tumbled, trying to work their magic on the field. And when the whole team lined up right before the game, they lined up on one side, the other team lined up on the other side, and it was like a mirror on the other side team. The witch doctor had done something, and it just flashed the sunlight and blinded the whole team on the other side. And the players put their head down because it blinded them. It was like a mirror. And Chatalikchi on the other side said, Okano, or Okano means almost like all right, or something like that, going to retaliate. He reached in his bag and grabbed sand or something, some kind of magic he had, and he just threw it as hard as he could in that direction where the mirror was shining, and it just shattered. But it's all spiritual. There was no broken glass or nothing. But she used to tell stories of that. That's how powerful they were.
So powerful.
Yes, powerful.
That's amazing.
And then the stories were that some of the, it's kind of like a big festival like this. We get together. They would cook because people got to eat, the players got to eat, and then somebody, the families were, they the one would sew somebody up if they got busted open, because it was warlike. If one of them would hit somebody and lay them open, well then they'd run out, and another one come take his place, and that somebody in their family or whoever it was would sew them up and doctor them up, and back out they go, and sometimes even death.
Wow.
And so it was a very hard, fierce game. It's what the older ones talk about. But nowadays, when you hear that, you say, well, it was a friendly game, and it's kind of changed over the years.
Yeah. Solomon, yakoki to you and your family for inviting me to your campground and for sharing these precious ancestral stories.
Amen. Yakoke.
Yakoki to the Tonihka family for all the hospitality. Chipi salachiki. Now, Shauna Williams, Executive Director of Communications at Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, also had a chance to talk to some campers about their experiences. Check it out.
Hello, I'm Shauna with Choctaw Nation, and I'm here with
Sammy,
Bracy, Milton,
Choctaw, Mississippi Choctaw.
We're out here camping.
How long have you been coming to Tvshkahomma?
I would say for me, myself, I want to say altogether 8 years.
It's about the same for me.
Only the same. Yeah, only I'm in about two years.
And what do you think about Oklahoma?
It's no different from Mississippi weather-wise. It saves a lot of money. You know, even time, because like I said, from McAllister and Antler, I mean, it's that travel too. I mean, it's just right here, so you just walk and go.
I mean, to me, it's more of the people that come and hang out with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I enjoy. Yeah. That's why we usually come and set up every year.
That's what I like about the RVs and the tents. It's more community based. You got people dropping by, see what you're cooking. You go drop by their camps and see what they're cooking. Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you guys want to share with our viewers that follow Choctaw Nation that you want them to know about Mississippi Band of Choctaws?
Yeah, sure. Always check the weather before you come out here. Some are prepared and some are not prepared.
Yeah, that's good advice. Good advice.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all having us, though.
Yeah.
Years.
It's good to have you. Hopefully you'll keep coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We will.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Yako Key.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Halito, I'm Shauna with Choctaw Nation, and I'm here with
Lexi.
And Alan
Lexi. Alan, where are you guys from?
Broken Bow.
from D. Queen, Arkansas.
And how long have you been coming to the festival?
Since I was about 4 years old.
Since I was really little, took a long break from here for a while.
Have you always done the tent camping?
Yes.
What's your favorite part about tent camping?
The outlets.
What about the cooking? It seems like you guys are getting ready to cook a nice meal here.
Oh yeah, I have a great chef.
Okay.
Yeah, we got that little skillet that we use, the electric skillet.
Awesome. What are you guys having for supper tonight?
We are going to have shrimp with potatoes, and I think Ree's going to do pork chops.
All right. What time will it be ready?
What time is it going to be ready?
The free rides activities they have for the kids, just get them out and doing something.
But I enjoy a lot of the free stuff that they offer, not just the rides, but the cultural stuff, the buffalo tours. So it's like I can keep this younger one during the day. If it's hot, we can go indoors. So it's not spending too much inside.
Awesome. So do you guys plan to make this a tradition from now on and keep the tradition going from when you were kids, for your kids, when they're grown, just keep coming back as tent campers?
Sure hope so.
So how does the tent camping work? Is it a tent scramble or how do you get your spot?
Well, we just come about 2 hours after they open.
Is there anything else that you guys want to share about the festival or about Choctaw Nation in general?
They have a lot of activities and events going on down here that, it's just fun to bring the kids and the family. A lot to do over the 4 days. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, the kids enjoy it.
Good. That's what it's all about. Well, Yokoki, really appreciate you guys making the time to talk with us and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and festival.
Thank you.
Thanks to all for giving us a peek into the fun and community in the campgrounds. Long after the Labor Day weekend is over, this is what you'll remember. The stories shared by our elders, the memories being made by our youth, and the reminder that our history isn't just something we read about, it's something we continue to live together every year. Yakoki to the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma for partnering with me on this series. Stay tuned for the next episode, where you'll follow me into the world of our beautiful pageant contestants. For more information on the annual Choctaw Labor Day Festival, visit laborday.choctawnation.com.
Stay tuned for part 6 of this series.
Thanks for listening to Native Choctaw. Be sure to join our community on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.